Welcome to the Scotian Canadien studios, brought to you by nothing. Woo! If you happen to like this t-shirt, you can snag it on my Etsy store. The description is down in the comments. And if you share any of my recent videos, you'll have a chance to win this hat. Cheers, guys. Go Habs, go. For sure, but what a weekend for the Habs, eh?
Oh, man. Unbelievable. Unbelievable weekend. So much action.
Dude, I don't know if it could have gone any better. Honestly.
No, I say the same, man. At the beginning of the season, I thought there was no chance in hell that they'd come out with Demidov at the end of the tunnel, you know what I mean? I just didn't see it as a realistic scenario. I mean, yeah, they were in that ballpark, but still, you just never know, do you?
No, you never know, and it was a combination of things, I guess, really. I wasn't expecting them to finish as low as they did, but also I wasn't really expecting him to drop either. I figured he would be, I figured the Habs would have had to completely tank the season, million things gone wrong. They finish dead last or second last, and they end up getting second or third pick. He's there, but...
Yeah.
For us to fall where we did, and then still I think it's exactly what we needed. Honestly, it's been a while since we've added talent like that.
Beautiful, man. And I don't know about you, but I can't even sleep lately, man. I'm just watching Demidov highlights nonstop every minute I get because, like you said, there's so much hype around him, and I don't know. This is gonna sound crazy, but I don't know if I've ever been hyped about a Habs prospect like Demidov in my life, man. That's nuts. And I used to get hyped over everything. Jeez, I was hyped over Carl Chipchura and Jason Ward, for God's sake.
Alex Galchenyuk, right?
Level.
Yeah. Oh yeah. This is a whole new level, and I think it speaks to the talent that's available now in the top 5, top 7, It used to be that you had to get the first or second pick to get a player like this, but now it just seems like each year there's more and more, elite level, potentially. I don't like throwing around the word generational because then it gets overused and it takes away the weight of it. But, the kids these days are just insane. Demidov's edges and how he can make decisions, and see plays open up for him and then act on it within milliseconds and just put it all together. It's all I can think about is him and Lane Hudson just confusing the shit out of a opposition D, and then you got pick your poison finisher, Slav, Caulfield, Suzuki, whatever, right?
It's gonna be hypnotizing for the opponent for sure. And a cool thing too, you look at Nick Suzuki and Cole Caulfield, this guy could put him right over the edge. We're always talking about not having a 50-goal scorer. And, having a guy like Demidov on that line can potentially turn a guy like Caulfield into a 50-goal scorer.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely. And that not just that, man. Slav extends like a nut. This, how we have this core locked up for this slittle of dollar, 3 whole players for what is it, under 23 mil?
Ain't it beautiful?
Beautiful. That is how you build a team, and it seems like these guys are doing it for each other. It's a common goal.
You're bought in, man. Remember Brad Marchand back in the day talking about his contracts with Boston? It was more about winning, right? It was a winning culture, and I don't know, I just look at a guy like Nick Suzuki setting a great example, captain of the team, takes a contract, for a good contract. Caulfield comes in slightly under him, and now Slavkovsky too, coming in slightly under. Amazing work.
Unreal. I would have never thought Slav would have came in under both of those guys. After seeing what he did the last half of the season there, I was thinking it would be hard to get him long term at a good dollar value. I was hopeful because of his personality and his buy-in to the team. But yeah, I guess it goes to show you too, swapping back to our new prospect. The Habs skipped on Michkov for a reason, and I'm sure they didn't take a decision like that lightly, but they ended up getting their guy in the end, who apparently has the the better head on his shoulders. I mean, these guys are kids. Who knows what their careers will pan out to be? But I mean, maybe that's part of it with Demidov too. Like maybe he's a guy that will buy in to what the Habs are building in terms of the team chemistry and the common goal.
Nick Bobrov, man. Nick Bobrov done an incredible job. Went over there, had meals with the family, studied him, seen how much ketchup he puts on his French fries, right down to what color underwear he wears. It was an incredible job by Bobrov. And, I mean, that was their pick. Kent Hughes said even if it was number 2, they would have taken him.
Wow, that's amazing, eh?
Yeah.
So it makes you think about like what the other teams had in mind or what they think of the guys that they got. I mean, we don't have to get into it too much because it's not Habs specific, but I guess it goes back to all the talent that's just available at the top of the draft. Teams maybe would you say maybe, like, I don't think this is what our case would be, but let's say Chicago, for example, they go after the D on purpose. Let's get the best defenseman in the draft. Kind of like maybe what Habs did last year with Reinbacher. You know what I mean? Like drafting for positional need because that top 5, top 10, if you stretch it, is that good?
That's what I feel like they did. I feel like they went after positional need for sure with Leibschnab. And I mean, he's going to be a beauty for sure. He's going to be a really good player. But I find it incredible, man, that Demidov was lifted. Did you see the look on Seneca's face when he got picked?
That was amazing, eh? That'll go down as just a historic draft moment, eh? That was pretty cool. And as soon as that happened, like it was like, holy shit, we're getting Lidstrom or Demidov. Like, how do we not? Like, this is unbelievable.
Yeah, I know, man. And like, it's not very often either where like Habs Twitter or just Habs Reddit, everyone in general is like in kumbaya mode, but I feel like everybody was on board with that pick.
Absolutely, man. And honestly, the fan base deserves it to have a come together moment because there's been, dude, the fucking controversial picks that this team has gone through, and like, there's just been so many different takes on how the team should build or what the focus should be or who they should pick or whatever, right? And it's like, finally, it seems like this one, everyone's on board with. And maybe it makes the rest of what's happened in the past a little easier to swallow. I was hesitant about Reinbacher when they picked him. I'm probably still hesitant about it, but I also, over the last couple years, have gained a lot of faith in what this management group is doing.
I hope you enjoyed that video, and if you did, you can watch this entire Habs fan reaction series ad-free on my YouTube page. Go Habs, go, baby!